Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, we're Nick and Sarah, a British couple who left the UK many years ago in search of adventure and to live life differently. At the end of last summer, we travelled with our two little dogs from Andalusia, southern Spain, to Berlin to collect a new home on wheels. After a couple of months in Germany, it was time to head south, but right at the last minute, we received the news that it would be impossible to import a self-built campervan into Spain. This left us with just one option. We had to rush back, dismantle our perfectly good van, stripping it back to an empty shell to be able to get it registered on Spanish plates. After a heartbreaking couple of weeks, not knowing if this was all for nothing, we finally took the van for inspection and it passed. We were now legal in Spain. All we had to do was put it back together. Easy, right? We set ourselves the challenge of 50 days to finish the build, but we failed. Everything takes longer than you think. Join us in today's vlog for the last day of the build. After a grueling 4 months, it's finally over, and all we need to do now is some more dreaded Spanish paperwork. Wish us luck, and let's get ready for adventure. We've got a step. Brilliant.
And a chair.
Oh, and a chair. It's the perfect height for looking out of our nice panoramic window at the side. Better height than this, because this you kind of look down. Take it all in there. Take it all in there. So not only is it the last day of the van build today, which is just so blinking exciting, but we've got loads to show you, but we've also got something planned for later on today, not van related. So obviously we needed a step in this van because our bed is quite high, but the main reason we created the step the way we did is... So Dizzy's always been a bit of an agility dog, so the real test is this one.
Go on.
Yeah!
Well done. Good boy. All good.
Perfect. So we've got various little jobs to do today to get ticked off the list to complete the build. I'm not sure if we've mentioned already that it's the last day of the van build. The last day of the van build today. Just a couple of jobs and we are done. We're getting the paperwork in.
Couple of jobs. Couple of jobs.
There is literally, isn't there?
Let me refer to my clipboard. Last day of the van build. Attached step. Done. Magnet garage door. Done. So next, carpet the sliding door.
Good, isn't it? We're quite happy. It covers it all up. Quickest, easiest job, hides all the crap. You know, maybe in the future we'll think, not sure about all this carpet, and change it for paneling or, you know, like those things behind you. And we went for two-tone. Yeah, we had to just wait on the beige to arrive and dark at the bottom, the grey. Have we said it's the last day of the van build?
I don't know whether we have.
I can't believe we're not like, woo! Honestly, it's been such a crazy 4 months. There was times when I did not think that this day would ever come. And here we are. Here we are.
Yeah, we are going to start the process of doing the paperwork. So it's the last day before we do that. We've covered up the van. We've done all the major jobs. There's just like finishing now, proper finishing touches, like, you know, another few coats of paint, maybe a bit of coloured paint, and just little
but all that sort of thing can be done on the road. So the reason why this is the last day is because the list of jobs that Nick's got on his clipboard, wherever that is, I think there's 2 left, and then we can take all the photographs and we send all the photographs off to the company that's creating the project for us. Basically, you have to take photos of the outside of the van, photos of the inside of the van finished,
schematics of the electrics, the water, the gas, if you've got like permanent gas.
Yeah, and then you have to give like the height, the new height of the van with the awning and everything on, the weight of the van, the new weight, and
probably dimensions of the furniture now as well.
No, you don't have to do dimensions of the furniture. I don't think so, no. And inside the windows inside and the windows outside, and the little marks on the windows to make sure they conform with the regulations. The same with the roof vents. And that's kind of it-ish, I think. I'm hoping. And then they create this project, and then we go and get the van. We take this project to an inspection centre and we get the van signed off. That's kind of how it works.
Easy.
Sounds easy. We're really hoping there's not going to be any complications with this, guys. And if they ask for any more photographs of like the build itself, then we've got all of these videos that we've filmed over the last 4 months.
And every second there's 30 frames. So that's, how many photographs is that? Do the math.
So we can get stills of anything that they're going to ask for. Exciting, isn't it? Can you believe it?
We've had a really good week actually since the incident with the awning, our trip up the coast, us both getting sick one after the other, and yeah, we won't talk about the awning. No. We're in communication with the guy, we'll talk about that.
It's not resolved, but we'll talk about it later on in the video.
Later on. But since then we thought, oh, we're not going to let it get to us and crack on with things, and we've done loads of stuff.
We've smashed loads of stuff out. We haven't filmed anything because we just were like, we have to get this van done now.
It's nice having windows, isn't it? Luxury.
So cool.
Yeah, we went carpet crazy this week, guys. We got loads of carpeting or upholstery done, like this door. Now, we went with the dark grey on this door because we didn't have the beige at the time. We ordered the beige later. Maybe we'll change it in the future, but we kind of quite like it. We're going to leave this door white laminate because it's quite good quality, good condition, sorry. We added a wooden batten along the bottom and the sides because the screen and mosquito net is slightly curved. So it stuck out a little bit at the bottom, so there's a slight gap. So we just glued a wooden batten
behind the laminate, in between the laminate and the door. Yeah.
And just like this far up the window, and then carpeted round that. So that adds
to
a nice
create a tiny little window ledge, if you like.
And that covers up the gap as well.
The magic carpet, I'm calling it. Boom! A splash of blue to go with the other splashes of blue that we've got sort of dotted around the van. I think that looks quite cool there. We did one the other side as well, didn't we?
It's like a bit of modern art, you see, little like random splashes of colour.
And here is another splash of blue above the top here. Now this, we actually put this job off until quite late last night because we were just like, how do you cover up that horrible awkward bit above the sliding door? Of course you use a magic carpet.
Probably the hardest part of the build, isn't it?
That's why we left it till last pretty much, because we knew that this was going to be a pain in the bottom. So what we've done here is you can see the blue bit is actually a piece of 5mm ply going all the way along that we've carpeted blue. And then we just put this little beam up, which is attached to the overhead cupboard there. And there's a lovely little bracket up there in the top corner with self-tappets. That was a right mission, my arm is killing. And that just kind of holds the ply in place and into that groove there. No screws or anything else needed on the ply.
This was a bit tricky. There was a bit of a gap here between the metal and the overhead cupboard, so we weren't sure how to do that, and then we just cut a bit of wood down, little batten, glued it there with Siliflex, and then carpeted all over it. So now that's just one smooth bit of carpet
all the way. So if you use like the beige carpet on there, you would see like the lumps, wouldn't you, more obviously with a lighter colour. So the dark grey, like, it works perfectly to hide all of the crap basically. And yeah, pretty happy with that. So you've seen that lovely step at the beginning of the video. Love the step. I think it's like my favourite feature of the whole van, the step, especially as now the doggies can use it. I mean, Dizzy was right straight up and down, no problem. And that was obviously a big thing, wasn't it? How are the dog's going to get up this high? He's hot, bless him. So here we have more magic carpet. I think we briefly talked about these at the end of the last vlog. They're all finished now. We've got our little 12 volt there. And yeah, they worked a treat. Again, that was just 5mm and cut in that shape. And then we just, you know, screwed that into some little battens that are glued behind. And that just like creates a nice little, yeah. So we've also finished off the inside of this overhead. Again, we've gone for the carpet. 5mm ply at the back here, little buttons down there to hold it in place, and then again we've just carpeted the magic carpet all the way. Brilliant stuff. And in fact, that could be the last job on the clipboard, because we've got to do the same as this in the 2 cupboards at the back. So obviously we are going to do like a full van tour in the future, so we won't go into too many details, but you know, we have to show you the things that we've done since the last vlog. So here we've got like another little USB, so we've just, you know, done that, carpeted that. We haven't got overkill on the USBs, we've just got as many as we think we need, and you don't need loads and loads. Obviously we've got quite a few in the cupboard down there, and that side of the van to charge things, but these are just like bedside ones, you know, your phone and your, you know, your watch or whatever. Anyway.
Oh, what's that?
This.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a bit of carpet there.
Oh, there's more. So yeah, this is our kind of little armrest on the sofa, if you like, stroke secret little cupboard, stroke whatever you want to use it for. So basically we had a gap between the lounge and the bathroom wall here.
Because we made the bathroom a bit smaller.
So we wanted to fill it with something, and we needed somewhere to put our stool. So our stool is where we're going to, because we've got all of these kind of units, we like to work on and sit on a stool over there, so we needed somewhere to store that. So this was the perfect place. We built the little unit around the stool, and I'll just take this off, shall I?
Then you can see how it works. Look at that.
Stool there, and then here we just have like a little storage area.
So here we just stuck battens, screwed a batten in there, batten at the bottom, 4 battens, and then we had a bit of 5mm ply to section it off. And there's battens underneath there to secure it as well. Yeah, I'm quite happy how it turned out. We've just put a little batten on there just to keep that in place. We were going to try and be clever and have a hinge here, but it was just too tricky. We don't need a hinge, we can just have a lid that lifts off. So yeah, pretty happy with that. And that's also a great area to store the table, you know, the table that comes out and goes on the lagoon table that swivels round, because it's a big thing. So when you're not using it, we needed somewhere to store it. And that also doubles up as a little wall to block off where the toilet comes from. Yeah, basically the toilet will sit in this little room most of the time, but if we want to have a shower, we can just open up, move that table wall out the way, and then just put the toilet in there to open this up into like a little washroom. We've got our toilet in there. We haven't used it yet. It's a brand new toilet, but we'll talk about that another time when we've tested it out properly. Not during. Not during, yes. Or maybe during, you know what we're like. Joking. It's like a little armchair, isn't it now? Well comfortable with the cushions there. Yeah. I said to Nick, it's really good having this doubling up as not just a step, but somewhere to sit comfortably, because otherwise, you know, you've got to get up the top. When you get up there, it's so blinking comfortable that it's very hard to get off. So if you just need a minute, it's a perfect place to have a minute and then carry on. Anyways, yes, we finally did the bed posts. A couple of vlogs ago we found these curtain poles. Actually, someone had just thrown them out, so Nick very nicely has painted them up, sanded them down, and now they are our poles that make this little shelf much more secure, because this is where our bed comes across and sits on top. And what happened originally is our brackets, they kind of were bending a bit, so we thought, right, we need to add something, so we've just added those poles. And that is solid. You could jump up and down on there now. Pretty confident that we're not going to have any more issues with the bed, and it's going to hold our weight with that, and obviously the old. Oh, I love that sound. Love that sound. I know. See, we haven't used it. You can tell, that's it. It's been a while. So this is my favourite little quirky thing of the whole van build. Now, you got a little sneak peek of it earlier. Check that out. How cool is that? So just a little flippy table. I want a coffee. I've got the awning out. Fancy a coffee. Where am I going to put my coffee? Boom, nice little table here. And also you can use it as an extra little bit of bed, so we can put a cushion there and Dizzy can just sit outside. The Lord can sit outside in the comfort of the van. And it also acts as a little garage door as well.
So, wake up in the morning, kick Nick out of bed, he makes the coffee, he opens the door, opens that, puts my morning coffee on there. All I've got to do is just flip myself round and I can have my morning coffee from bed, basically.
It's perfect though, isn't it?
It's
you don't have to get
perfect.
the table out, standing height. Not blowing my own trumpet or anything, but
He did a very good job on this table.
nice, isn't it?
Very nice.
Anyway,
Anyway.
still got a few more jobs to do.
Look at that. Sorry, I'm just going to keep going on about this little table for a bit longer. Look, it's even got a nice little trim there that kind of contains the bed. Can you see that? And just like hides that little gap.
Just take a moment.
Just take a moment.
Pause to appreciate
Appreciate
the workmanship and the creativity that's gone into this.
Bloody brilliant. I'm just going to mention while we're in this little area, see that? Magneted on. This like doubles up as a baby gate.
And a little
And
cushion.
makes the sofa into an L shape type thing.
U-shape.
U-shape, another step for the dogs.
And another cushion for the
We're
dogs.
going to have to do like a proper van tour to show you all these quirks. But anyway, I just wanted to say, because a lot of people said about, a lot of people have mentioned, oh, you know, you should have put the bed at the back of the van because you don't have any garage space and it works much better at the back. But look at the size of our garage. Like, these are two gigantic things, cushions, which I'll just move out the way. Look, we have so much space in here. It's absolutely huge. Like, we could have a couple of kids and have bunk beds in here if we wanted to. We're not going to, of course, but it's
a bit
massive.
late in the day for that, isn't it, love?
It's a bit later. It's massive. We've got all of this, and it goes obviously all the way around as well to the bathroom. That's why I went for the height, so we do have plenty of storage under here. We're never going to fill all of that. Enjoying yourself there?
Best seat in the house, isn't it?
Right, we have just spent a bit of time basically securing the fridge because the fridge is heavy, and when we did the drive up the coast it did move a little bit. Basically added extra bolts here, and we've taken the fridge out, we put extra bolts in the metal. Didn't film it, it's not very exciting. And then we're putting one beam across the bottom of the fridge there. So the little legs will sit in, that'll be bolted to the unit and it will not move, and it's all completely solid. And I can't wait to finish the van build because the state of my hands, they are like builder's hands. I have these plasters from cuts over the last 2 days. I've got like builder's calluses, and I've even got a little bunion growing out of my thumb. Who gets that? This one is.
It's time for you to retire, isn't it, darling?
I know. My right hand is pretty manly. So we have one more job on the clipboard. Is that right?
That is right.
So technically we don't have to do this to get the paperwork off, but we're just going to do it now anyway. We've got the carpet out, we're boiling hot, we've had enough, and we've got to get this job done because it's the last one on the list. And after doing that overhead with the magic carpet, brilliant, worked great, we thought we'd do these two cupboards here. Bit tricky to film this. So we have a little bit of this insulation left over from the door actually. What was on the door, obviously we put a window in, so we had some left. Job, I said. 5 minutes.
Never.
Anyway, we're almost there, and Nick is just demonstrating the use of his coffee stroke,
Brilliant.
snack stroke, outside little perfect table.
Brilliant, isn't it? Look at these. These are perfect little cakes as well. The banana bread.
What are they called?
mould.
A mould. A mould that you put cakes in.
Make perfect little manageable.
And it's much better because they obviously bake a lot quicker when they're this size rather than the full banana bread. They are actually really good.
10 minutes?
I think that was 12 minutes on 175. That's pretty spot on, right? So now we have, I think, pretty much perfected the recipe of these healthy banana bread mini muffin things. We'll share the recipe as soon as we move into the van and we can cook them in the van. This will be the first thing we bake in the van in the air fryer.
Can't wait to be on the road.
Sugar free, but they taste really sweet and yummy. Alrighty,
There they
the
are.
last job is done. This little batten is going like so, just to kind of hold that carpet at the back.
Just for looks as well, 2 strips of white, 2 strips of beige.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't look perfect, but I think it looks alright and it's nice and bright in the cupboard.
Oh, and relax. And then this one we've done as well, but still got to put the batten up.
The batten's got to go up.
Alright, carpet, sliding door and batten. Check. Carpet overheads and batten. Check-ish. Attached fridge, base and battens. Bridge done. And we're still going to do that. Oh, and just forget about that list.
That other list of things that Nick folded over there, and they're not like things that need to be done before the van is finished. They're just little things that can be done anytime on the road or whatever. Things that don't even need to be done, but Nick just likes to continue to find jobs to do constantly, because what else is he going to do? Anyway, as I mentioned at the start of the video, we've got a little bit of excitement going on now, and even though it's 6:30, it's getting a little bit late in the day. It's probably better actually because it's a bit cooler. We're off to do something quite fun, and we're still going to do it. So we're just going to pack up here, and then we're taking you guys on a little adventure.
A little mission. A
Little mission.
quest.
It is actually a quest.
Left now.
So we must be absolutely bonkers. We nearly didn't come out. We got home and I was just like, come on, let's just get changed, get the bikes and get out.
Let's go and have some fun.
Let's go and have some fun. So it's like blinking 8:30 now. And I feel exhausted actually, but this has definitely woken me up a little bit. So we decided to come out on a little quest to find a water source, and we decided to take our new Fido
M1 Pro
e-bike,
all-terrain adventure vehicles.
Yes. So we were sent these a little while ago, and it's very exciting because we actually own the other Fido bikes that we've had for
Put the name up on the screen.
that we've had for over a year, and they're like the little ones, the smaller sort of lightweight ones, and we're very impressed with those. We've had some, we use them all the time actually.
These beasts, which are so cool, fat tires, that these only weigh 25 kilos.
Yeah,
which is really good.
That was really impressive. So when Fido contacted us and we looked into these bikes, we thought, there's only 25 kilos. That's really good for a fat tire e-bike, And we might even be able to take these ones with us in the van because of the weight. Because a lot of e-bikes are a lot heavier, especially the fat tire ones. So we're quite impressed. And this is the first time we've been out on them, and they are a lot of fun.
They are so much fun.
This is the best drinking water in the whole area. So sometimes here you get like quite a lot of cowl in the tap water and stuff. And apparently these fountains, you can drink this straight from the tap and it's really, really good water, isn't it? Apparently.
Loads of minerals and stuff.
Yeah, lots of people have told us to come here and like fill up our waters and stuff and drink this rather than buy bottled water from the supermarkets.
Wait, let's not talk water, that's boring. Let's talk about these bikes. Yeah, these are pretty cool. The top speed is 25 kilometers per hour, but that can be unlocked if you're on private roads, because obviously there are speed limits. They've got dual suspension plus the fat tyres, so that makes it a smooth ride no matter what terrain you're on.
It's really, really comfortable as well, isn't it? I'm very impressed. And they look very cool, don't they? They're not like in your face too much, if you know what I mean, because some e-bikes look a bit there. But,
they're very understated, they look sleek, they look cool. They're like mountain bikes, but with just big fat tyres.
Yeah.
They've got 7 speeds, Shimano gears, disc brakes, the braking system's really good, and they've got torque sensor, which is the same as our other little fold-up bikes, and which means you don't just get a boost of power when you pedal. When you pedal, depending on how much power you're putting in, the bikes will provide the equal amount of power.
Right,
if you know what I mean.
And it's got a light, and it's got this. We've done about, I don't know, 10 kilometers or something on the road. The road was quite busy actually, and it's got quite windy now. And then we've just done this off-road gravel track, so it'll be fun to try it like on the beach and stuff. You do fat tyres, don't you? And down like some proper like grassy off-roading bits. But we're not going to do that now because it is getting late. Definitely a cool bike. Obviously we didn't bring a cup or a bottle or anything, you know what I mean? We're very prepared for this bike ride.
It's nice, smooth, watery, good quality H2O.
Right, we're going to rush home before it gets dark. Mind you, we have got lights. Look, is there a light on the back?
Nah.
You don't need it, I suppose. You just need a front one on a bike, do you? Look.
Yeah. Got reflectors on the back.
Alrighty, let's go. Just made the shop before it closed. Celebrating the end of the van build, aren't we? Bottle of wine, a tin of jalapeno olives. Jalapeno, sorry. Jalapeno olives, some rocket, and some crunchy onions. And a bottle of beer. And we're not going to drink all of these alcoholic beverages tonight. I was trying to hide the beer, look, like that.
Anyway, darling, what about these bikes?
I know, what about them?
Someone wants to get one. How do they do it?
Oh yes,
Pros, we are pros.
This video is not sponsored by Fido, but they did send us these bikes to test out and give our opinion, so you've heard our opinion. They're really cool, and if you're looking for an e-bike, we do recommend these ones, and we will leave the details in the description along with the link to their website, and you can check them out further.
Go, my darling.
Thank you. Ooh, lovely.
Ooh, it's a nice mug, isn't it? It's a nice mug.
Coffee time. Matches your shirt, darling. We may have some new merchandise. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's why I'm wearing the same t-shirt as yesterday. My actual favourite. I love this t-shirt. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So basically we were going to talk to you about the awning, what happened last week, the damaged awning, but we don't want to bring the vlog down. We don't want to put ourselves in a bad mood. And right now it's not really resolved anyways, so we'll let you... This.
It's good and bad, isn't there, to that window being the perfect height for the dogs.
I know, yeah. So anyway, we'll update you what happened with the awning in next week's video. But we are finished. We're getting the paperwork in this weekend, like before the weekend. Hopefully we'll get it all done tomorrow, all the photographs and stuff. So, I mean, thank you guys so much for sticking around over the last 4 months and watching us build this van and make it into a little home for us and the doggies. You know, we're so grateful to have you guys following along with us. The videos obviously haven't been that riveting.
I can't believe it's over. We've been saying we've been like stuck in Groundhog Day, us and the dogs, you know, every day coming down to the van, dogs go for a walk, come down to the van.
But it's done, it's all done, and we can start making travel videos again. Yeah, that's what we're really good at. We weren't very good at filming ourselves doing this work. We just found it really difficult to film ourselves doing like building type work on the van. We really did, and obviously we love filming the travel content, and we find that really easy and fun and yeah, kind of thing. So it's all very exciting. So anyway, we'll end it there. So thanks
for sticking by us, and yeah, you'll be rewarded. You will be rewarded, guys.
You can follow us for daily updates on our other socials. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And
hit that like button, ding that bell,
and we'll see you all next Thursday for another vlog.
Who knows where we'll be, what we'll be doing.
Well, we probably won't be on the road just yet. We've got to wait for the paperwork. We've got some stuff to sort out yet, but we'll try and, you know, entertain. See you next week.
Take care, guys. See you next week.